makes perfect sense for us to be eating invasive species because invasive species are an endless resource for food. My name is Bun Lai. I'm the chef at Mia's Sushi in New Haven. 33 years ago, my mother started Mia's, reimagining sushi as something that is restorative of the environment. This is part of the regimen that happens every day in the morning, foraging. One of the things that we're really focused on is invasive species. What if we start focusing on ingredients that nobody else wants to eat, that are abundant and even destructive of the environment, and by pulling them out of the environment will help rebalance that habitat. This is wild lettuce. And we're gonna serve them with bug holes in them. It's like Swiss cheese. That means that they're healthy to eat and that they're pesticide, herbicide free. Here's a big one. You really can't hesitate. You have to be fully committed to catch him. Let's see if I am. Gotcha. They're a lot stronger than you think. He's really pushing off my hand. Yeah, we're set to go. Let's rock and roll. Great. These snails from Europe, they're called European snails, came over, stuck on ships.
I feel like you're like a big kid just crawling around looking under rocks.
When I'm collecting, it's always incredibly exciting. It's very thrilling for me. Whoa, all right. But when I'm trying to figure out new ways of working with an ingredient that I've never worked with before, or an ingredient that actually grosses me out, I like the fact that I'm forcing myself to confront my own prejudices. Today, we went foraging for dandelion, amaranth, wild lettuce, mugwort, butterbur, grasshopper, invasive European snails, a whole bunch of Asian shore crabs, and wakame seaweed and gracilaria seaweed.
Are you gonna be mad if we show the whole world that you can make gourmet sushi just using stuff in your backyard?
That's what we want the whole world to do, or consider doing, or think about doing. And not only that, this isn't an original idea. People have been doing this for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, way before Mia's.
And it's delicious.
And it's absolutely delicious and nutritious, yeah. And great for the environment.
やっぱり本物を作るのには本物の材料もいりますけど、作っているのを見ればそれがわかると思います。私の名前は佐々木豊です。この道に入ったのは18からです。それからですから約45年フグだけを専門に勉強して今今日にあります。本物の味を作るのには最低10年は必要だと私は思います。メスにもオスにも毒はあるんですが、でもオスにもメスにも血がありますから、血と一緒に混ざってる無色透明のテトロドトキシンっていうのはいけないわけなんです。フグを食べるっていうのは贅沢。食べたことのない人もたくさんいると思います。だからやっぱり一度はフグを食べてみたいっていうのは気持ちだと思います。まあ貝の味説明しようがないんですけど、やっぱりおいしいこの上もない、口に入れて、優しさがあるし脂がなく、フグの場合には総合芸術で器も素晴らしいものを使えばそれだけ、際立つし、ただ作ればいいっていうのと作業と仕事の違いで、本当に人の命を預かって料理するものですけど、絶対に安全なものです。作っているのを見ればそれがわかると思います。
This is a California roll, and it was probably invented in Japan.
Wrong.
Oh, California?
Nope. It was invented in Canada.
Oh. This is Chef Tojo.
Hi, I'm Sushi Chef Tojo.
He helped make sushi one of the most popular foods in the US and Canada.
But to understand this, we have to take a look back. It was 1971 and sushi wasn't popular. When it came to Japanese food, people only liked a couple things.
Just people eat tempura and also teriyaki.
Turns out, North Americans, they did not like seaweed.
No way. Look, terrible, they said. Some people yuck, you know.
So Tojo did something crazy
He wrapped the rice on the outside of the seaweed.
to hide it.
In Japan, people, they busting me. Oh, this is a wrong idea. But people like it.
And Chef Tojo, he did not stop there.
Okay, everybody eat cucumber, avocado, and cook crab. Just I change this preparation. Just raw.
So he rolled these preferred ingredients into one
Beautiful.
amazing
Cuisine-changing roll.
I didn't call it the California roll. We call inside the roll.
Word is, it got the name California roll because it was so popular with people who came to his restaurant from LA.
And the roll made people think differently about sushi.
It was some sort of gateway roll.
People starting with California roll. Oh, this is very good. Then smoked salmon and tuna, step by step. They love it.
Chef Tojo's beginner roll was such a success, Japan's Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries appointed him as the nation's goodwill ambassador for Japanese cuisine.
And now, sushi is everywhere. Stickers on your notebook,
USB drives,
Play-Doh molds,
wooden toy sets everywhere.
maybe not all thanks to Chef Tojo,
But definitely partly. Salmon sushi isn't Japanese. It's Norwegian. Huh? Sushi. Okay, here's the story. Until about 1995, raw salmon was not consumed in Japan, and this was for one big reason. Pacific salmon has parasites. So no salmon sushi, sashimi, no spicy salmon, nothing.
What? No way.
But obviously that all changed, thanks in part to this guy.
Yes, my name is Bjorn Erik Olsen.
Norway had a problem. They had a lot of salmon and too small a market. Looking east, they set their sights on Japan, a country that loves raw fish so much it's willing to pay 5 times the price for sushi grade. So, Norway formed a committee and hired Bjorn.
From 1986 to 1991, I worked for Project Japan.
Their job was to convince Japanese consumers that Atlantic salmon was safe to consume raw. And this was hard. Just take, for example, pork. If some guy from Norway came here and said, "Here, eat our pork meat raw, it's safe, it's really yummy," we'd be like, "Man, you're crazy."
It was basically a matter of perception, so we had to change the whole country in a way.
Bjorn and his team got to work. They made the first ever salmon rolls and served them to businessmen in Japan, which they didn't like for a long time.
It took actually 10 years to get a proper breakthrough in the market.
So there it is. Salmon sushi didn't exist before 1995. Bjorn, on behalf of the world, we thank you. When you think of Japanese cuisine, a few foods come to mind. Sushi. Did you know that salmon sushi is actually Norwegian?
Yeah, we did a story on that one.
Maybe you think of mochi.
We did that one too.
And tempura. But guess what? Tempura is actually a Portuguese dish.
Oh boy, here we go.
The Japanese tempura you know is done 2 ways, either with seafood or with vegetables.
Right, and the batter is light, made with cold water, wheat flour, and egg. Pretty standard.
This tempura can be found dating back to the end of the 16th century in Japan.
But as we know, Japan is much older than that. So why did it suddenly show up? The answer is Portugal!
Around 1543, a Chinese ship with 3 Portuguese sailors got off course and landed in Japan, on Tanegashima Island.
Fast forward a bit, and the Portuguese, because of this happy accident, are now trading goods and arms with the Japanese.
Then, in 1639, the Portuguese were kicked out of the country. A few things, however, remained, including a dish of battered and fried beans called peixinhos de horta.
E toda a gente sabe o que é peixinhos da horta.
That's Manuela Brandão, chef at Papa Sorda, one of the best spots in Lisbon to get peixinhos de horta.
Os peixinhos da horta consistem em feijão verde cozido, depois mergulhados em pome e fritos em óleo. Não é salgado, não é doce, é agradável. No século XVI, os portugueses ensinaram os japoneses.
Now, of course, over the past 400 years, Japan has put its own spin on the dish. But, you know, it's a fun fact next time somebody in your group orders tempura.
La 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 la.